Hypocrites speak in a way that would cause apprehensions as to Muslims to struggle. These use a clear, comprehensible, sincere, and complies with the speech of Muslims contains a particular warmth and wisdom that is pleasant to the hearts of those who listen. Every word they utter is in agreement with the Qur'an and has a calm quality that soothes the soul. On the other word of the hidden, a subtle message that contradicts a soul-straining and a dark, anxiety-provoking connotation. Nevertheless, it should not be forgotten that hypocrites speak this way openly, in a manner that will true intention. Hypocrites mention God, the verses of the Qur'an, appearing as if they are giving a religion. However, it also includes in every sense, might arouse those faith and can cause confusion, anxiety, or distress. To make it seem as if they are doing a good thing or giving advice, yet their intention is sedition among the community. With brains, they criticize the messenger covertly or openly, and try to give the impression of doing so for the betterment of Muslims. They claim that they are advised because of and want the good of Muslims. However, true intention is to raise doubt the messenger, and those with weaker faith drive a wedge between the Muslims, and thus to weaken the believers' resolve to struggle with the messenger. For example, in the era of our Prophet, peace be upon him, when the believers were about to go to war against non-believers, the hypocrites said, "The heat," states the verse in the Quran. Those who were left behind were glad to be behind the messenger. Jihad and of God, they said, "Do not go out in the heat. Say, the fire of hell is much hotter, only under." In this verse, God informs us about the significant aspects. First, the hypocrites consider wiser than our Prophet, peace be upon him, God forbid, and criticize our Prophet, peace be upon him, with their. Secondly, under no circumstance are they willing to strive in the way of God. Thirdly, so as not to appear to struggle, they offer irrational, foolish excuses. The hypocrites of the era imply that our Prophet, peace be upon him, is unaware of the heat and the heat will bring about. The thought, and on they try to withhold weak from fighting. They avoid fighting in the way of God and seek to weaken the strength. They claim by making Muslims in the heat, our Prophet, who is the most conscientious, profoundly the person most fond of believers. May God forbid the thought. Moreover, try to make them look like they hold high esteem. The hypocrites care about the good of neither the Muslims nor Islam. Selfish about their own and come foolish in order to avoid a struggle in the way of God, regardless of how, regardless with yet another excuse, and against the Prophet, peace be upon him, with a claim. More manifest themselves in their anxiety-provoking speeches that aim to resolve of the believers and to lead them to lethargy. As for the believers, every is a blessing that their enthusiasm, their devotion, love, and obedience to our Prophet, peace be upon him. The existence and speeches of the hypocrites are means for the believers to maintain their and to resolve for spiritual struggle. Therefore, it's anxiety and weaken the believer. Teams and the opposite. It is with strength, scientific in the way of God.